Don't you love it on Friday where we do the show, Butch On Sports, at midnight on Saturday morning? I do, because we get to give you everything. Yes, I'm Simply Butch. As always, thanks for tuning in. And yes, you're listening to Butch On Sports, the podcast edition, boys and girls. Glad to be with you here to give you some sports news that you can't get enough of. And yes, we do have plenty for you at this instance. So let's not delay anything. Let's give it to you right now. Let's give it to you. Shall we start with the Detroit Lions here? As they completed their preparation for the San Francisco 49ers with a practice in shorts at the team's headquarters in Allen Park. Yes, the Lions will play their first road game of the 2018 season as they travel to Levi's Stadium for the first time in team history to face the San Francisco 49ers. Yes, the 49ers do lead the all-time series. That's dating way back to the 50s. 36-27-1 is the record. Last time the two teams met, the Lions defeated the Frisco Giants, or I'd say the Frisco 49ers. Thinking of baseball. It's almost over, folks. Yeah. Well, the Lions did beat the 49ers 32-17 at Ford Field in 2015. It was a December. But what the heck? Yes. By the way, the Lions, this is the injury list. So you just be up to date. Andre Donnell is knee, that's an offensive lineman. Guard, TJ Lang, back, did not practice. He probably will not play. Those particular two I just Donald as well. Ezekiel Ansar, his shoulder, and Garrett Blunt, his shoulder. They participated in limited practice. Their status is definitely questionable. Matthew Stafford's shin, he participated in full practice. He will probably start, most likely. Now, again, Donnell and Lang, they're out. Ansel and Blunt are questionable. So just get that all together ready there. And just in case, I don't know, just in case you didn't get enough of interviews throughout the week, I figured that I played last Monday's interview with the Lions when they played the Jets. Matt Patricia, the two Matts, I had a chance to say something, I guess intelligently or otherwise. You know, I'll give it to him. He say something, you know, and it's just something that I feel we should make him live up to. I try indeed here. So I turn on my little sound recorder and get absolutely nothing. But again, there's always something in the background. And this is Matt Patricia, 45 seconds of him. Enjoy from last Monday night when the Jets beat the crap out of them.
I think obviously there's points in the game where the game swung in a certain direction, but really from the start, really think we needed to execute better all the way across the board. So it's all the things we talk about. Obviously when we face an opponent like this, which has extremely dangerous players that are home run hitters in certain situations, and they went out and executed better than we did in all three phases. So we got to do a better job. All together. It starts with me, and unfortunately we got a short week here. We've got to turn the page, and we got to get things fixed, and we got to get ready for San Francisco pretty quick. Okay.
Yep, he got to get rid of him or get ready for him pretty quick because yes, this Sunday it will be the GOAT. And Matthew Stafford, he talked last Monday night too, and I just figured we give him not just what happened this week and how they get prepared, just what he said after the game, and hopefully he can have something better to say. I don't know. Just
Yeah, no question.
It's just better.
Fair. Not the way we want to start it. Obviously, Quandre did a great job. Came out early, made a great play, got the crowd into it. And then story of the game's turnovers. We had too many of them. I had too many of them. Can't do that to our team. I told those guys in there, I'll take this one. And hope I never have to say that again. I don't want to do it. I'll push myself as hard as I can to make sure I don't have to. Felt prepared coming into the game. Just didn't make enough good decisions or good throws.
Yep, decisions, good throws, no running. Hey, take it for what it's worth, boys and girls. The Lions got their rear end slapped on a platter at Ford Field. Now, maybe it'll be better on the road. Just maybe here. Hopefully, they get better results than they did. When they did last Monday night, or this past Monday, I should say. And speaking of football here, let's give you some highlights for Sunday. Sports, again, you heard Thursday's game as the Bengals beat up the Ravens 34-23. But Sunday ain't no different. Panthers at the Falcons. I'm going to pick the Falcons to win over the Panthers there. That's going to be a close game and a good one indeed. Colts at the Redskins. I'm going to pick the Redskins over the Colts there. Also, a Sunday thriller, and the Texans go after the Titans. I'm going to go for the Titans in this one here. I'm sorry, Texans. I got to do it. The Eagles against the Buccaneers here. The Buccaneers with Fitzgerald and Foles for the Eagles. That might be something of a surprise. And I'm going to pick the surprise. I'm going to pick the Buccaneers over the Eagles here. Also, the Chiefs at the Steelers. Mahomes ain't no joke, and Rosenberg is a little hurt. So what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? I mean, Pittsburgh should win at the time with Cleveland. I'm going to pick the Chiefs over the Steelers. The Dolphins and the Jets. This ought to be a barn burner. I'm going to pick the Jets in this one over the Dolphins. And the Jets play at home, of course, but I think the Jets are a little bit more better than what people give them credit. And maybe Donald will get 2 in a row. Chargers at the Bills. Chargers are going to put up a good game, but I think the Bills are going to come out there and show them something there with Josh Allen, who's going to start at quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. They might get lucky. I don't know. I'm going to pick the Bills anyway. Vikings at the Packers. That's going to be a very good game indeed. Both got pretty good defenses. Will Aaron Rodgers play? Maybe. Maybe not. I'm picking the Packers over the Vikings by 3. Browns and the Saints there. Browns go down to New Orleans, and I think the Saints put them in place. Saints will win. Although the Browns look very, very talented over the Steelers last week here in the tie. The Lions and the 49ers. 49ers are the underdog in this game. The Lions all come shooting at them. I don't know, boys and girls. The Lions going to have to prove a whole heck of a lot of stuff. Or it's going to be very, very sweaty in the Motor City. We'll look at the Lions maybe just edging the 49ers. Cardinals at the Rams there. This is also going to be a pretty doggone dominating game. I think the Rams will take care of the Cardinals at home. The Patriots at the Jaguars, another thriller. Yes, it is. If you have CBS, it's going to probably be the second game of the doubleheader. I'm picking the Jaguars over the Patriots there. This is going to be a lot of fights involved here. I just know it here. Raiders at the Denver Broncos. I'm picking the Broncos over the Raiders. And Giants at the Cowboys. This ought to be a pretty good, convincing game to prove that the Cowboys have a little bit better team than the Giants. You're picking the Cowboys in this one. The Monday night game is the Seahawks and the Bears, boys and girls. The Bears will beat the Seahawks. Hey, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Those are the games for this weekend. hey, read them and weep here, or hopefully that those picks I just gave you might help you in kind of understanding how the NFL works. You could be wrong just like me in some of these games. Okay, Detroit Tigers played tonight here. They played in Cleveland. Cleveland had a chance to pop champagne and act a fool and joke around, and then on Saturday morning, which is today, put in their second and third string people from Columbus or something. Didn't happen. The Detroit Tigers fooled them. And they win the game. They win the game 5-4. Encarnacion and Donald hit a back-to-back home run to kind of tie up the score there. And just, as I say, the hit and broke win. The Tigers relievers combined to hold down Cleveland's offense. Vernhagen and Trumbo and Jimenez, and then Shane Green. He allowed a couple of runs, but got over the hump. Tigers win 5-4. Melky Cabrera sacrifice fly, and Jason Kipner's RBI ground out in the ninth kind of made it very close, but Lindell, he popped up the ball and messed it up for the Cleveland Indians. So they got to put all that champagne that was probably on ice back in the hot box there and wait for another day, which is Saturday night. I suspect weekend Cleveland will be popping open champagne bottles, but not on Friday as the Tigers win the game there. Tigers did pretty doggone good indeed. And in front of the Cleveland Indians fans and maybe a few spatters of Detroit Tiger fans in the Cleveland. Jacob Jones, he put on that insurance run tonight. It was something special to watch there. The throw beated him at the plate, but the slide that Jones gave was unbelievable. He was called safe. And that was the insurance run that kind of got him over the hump. Tigers win. Cleveland and them tomorrow. Or today, I should say. They'll get a nap and whatever, and they'll half at it. Whatnot. The Detroit Red Wings, I shouldn't say they got the news that they will want to hear or was not expecting to hear, but they got some news on the second day of training camp, and Henrik Zetterberg came down to Traverse City, talked to the management staff, and then had a press conference. His back has been killing him. He said ever since last January, when he stopped practicing, still played in the games. He did not miss a game all season long for the Red Wings last season. But that back kept on aching him. Ached him during the off season. Got a couple of opinions of doctors and his back. And sadly to say, today was the final day he laces him up or do anything with the Red Wings as he today announced his retirement, or I should say Friday. I'm a little ahead of the game, boys and girls, so just bear with me here. Friday, he announced his retirement. 15 years with the Detroit Red Wings. He's done a whole heck of a lot to help this team and was involved in some things that, again, the final results of this guy it was extremely well. You kind of hate to see the results he gave the last 2.5, 3 years. As you know, something physical was going on with Zetterberg, but again, this guy came and played, sat out very little, gave no excuses, and he was been that kind of hockey player since he's been with them. He's won a Conn Smythe Trophy as the top player in his position there. 37 years old right now that he's with the Red Wings, and again, he called it quits. He called it quits. You can go back to Sweden and say, I did my best. And that he also won a Stanley Cup and also Olympic gold. So, it's obviously emotional for this guy here. We talking about Zetterberg. But I'll tell you one thing and one thing for sure. He gave the Red Wings all he can get. Now, will he give all he can get in getting other players? Being that he's not going to be there anymore, like Larkins and many others, the push and the pull that they need to be a better team. Yes, the Red Wings haven't been in the playoffs for the last couple of years. And that's something that Detroit fans are not used to. Hopefully they don't have to get used to it too long, too hard, because in about maybe 7 days or so, they'll start playing exhibition. And they'll be picking on who's going to be who when it comes down to making the team. A lot of young kids, some players that should have been up here maybe a year ago, is going to have a huge opportunity of trying to make the team. And Zetterberg now can go home and relax and watch TV. Because he retired. Great player. Great player indeed, Henrik Zetterberg. He's done a whole heck of a lot for the Red Wings, more than you can stand. But again, you hate to see him go through injuries, and you know he was hurt. You know he was going to beat up. And last year, when I go into the locker room and interview him, it wasn't fun at all. You could tell the guy was in pain. He was hurting. But yet again, he gave us all for what he could give the Red Wings. And now, it's the younger players now can go on in there and do their play. We'll never forget him, Zetterberg, the biggest contribution in the series against the Pittsburgh Penguins, when he locked down Sidney Crosby with a stick at the side of the net to prevent him from scoring during a Penguins critical 5-on-3 power play to help the Red Wings win game number 4. I'll always remember that game. That was special. That was my only trip to Pittsburgh, too, by the way. But it was special. Henrik Zetterberg is no longer a Detroit Red Wings in uniform. But he'll always be there in spirit. You can bet your bottom dollar that jersey that he wore will be up in the rafters for the Detroit Red Wings at the Little Caesars Arena. I don't know about Hall of Fame. That's a wait and see. He does deserve some recognition, if I do say so myself. But again, he helped the Red Wings in so many ways. Wish him well in his endeavors there. This weekend, Hell in the Cell will be one of those particular pay-per-view arrangements there, or should I say the WWE Network on your laptops or your little smart TVs or something. Ronda Rousey and Alexa Bliss. The Miz and Maurice against Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella. That ought to be a kicker. That's not going to last probably too long, maybe 20 minutes at best here. And let's give the WWE some credit. They have given some matches on this particular Hell in a Cell that you can kind of grit your teeth on there. The Shield has come back, and you know there's going to be some interference with all those particulars. It's going to take charge in it. Yep. You're going to see that. You're definitely going to see it. You're going to see the other two Shield members against the tag team champions after you took the belt from one of them before. Well, that's going to be pretty wicked and deal. Who's the boss of the barn? Good feud and deal. What about Joe and Samoa Joe and AJ Styles? Get a whip off of that one too here. That's going to be good. And then, Kevin Owens, who's been kind of lost in the sauce there But well, a couple of weeks ago, he quit. Then he came on back, beating everybody's brains out and interfering in matches and just looking like I need someone to love me. And there's been hints that Paul Heyman, meaning that Brock Lesnar not around, might be his mouthpiece. Those are the things you got to look forward to when you listen to or take a look at the wrestling match upcoming this Sunday on pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell. And it will be plenty hell in the cell. I can bet you that. Really can bet you that. This today also, yesterday I should say, let's don't want to get it twisted here, boys and girls, but it was at best, it was football in a whole lot of cities in the state of Michigan. Addison beat East Jackson and Adrian went Christian. They win against over Detroit Edison Public School. Albion Noble kicked the crap out of Freeman, and other winners such as Algabay was a loser to Russell Southern Doors. That's a Wisconsin team, by the way, here. Algonac, they win. Plainwell, they win. Allen Park over Wyandotte Roosevelt. Allen Park Cabrini, they lose over Macomb Lutheran North. Alma wins. Almost wins. Ann Arbor Pioneer winners. Monroe's winners. Yes, indeed here. Appleton North, Wisconsin team, if you nearby in the Upper Peninsula know about that particular team, they were winners. Yale's a winner. Athens was also a winner against the Detroit Leadership Academy. Ferndale, that's a hot team right now. Ferndale's beating up people. Rouge was a winner, 73-0 over Hamtramck. Rochester Hills Lutheran Northwest, they lose against Auburn Hills Oakland Christian. There's many more scores. You can go to MHA or MHSAA's their page and check out all the scores because they're posted. They're posted in deal. And get the 411 on that. West Bloomfield beats Bloomfield Hills. And that's a rivalry game, so I'm quite sure that whatever team won, which is West Bloomfield, they're still partying at somebody's pizza joint, dancing the jigs, doing their thing. The list goes on and on and on. Bronson, they lose to Concord, 72-20. I mean, that was a beatdown. A whole heck of a lot more. Go to that page at MHSAA.com. Look for the scores for football, and there's plenty of them listed there for Partridge in the Pear Tree. I tell you, you can't get it any better than that. You can't. You really cannot. And I'm telling you, just as simple as you want to say it there, it's Friday, Saturday morning. Well, really, truly, right now it's Saturday morning, early Saturday morning. And I'm done for the week. We will be back on Tuesday, starting Tuesday. And after that week, this last week, will be only the last week we'll have only 2 Butch On Sports. Because the next week after that, we'll go back to our regular 3 and 4 Butch On Sports for the week there. We'll be verbal and visual, of course. And a surprise, boys and girls. In late October, the website, Butch On Sports, is coming back with a vengeance. And all those little podcasts that I give, You'll have visual back on them. I know you missed that for about 3 years now and use the visual effects that I used to have on the old website where you can see all the pictures and get the sound and all that. You will get that back. I'm glad to give it to you. So, I mean, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate at all. It's gonna be good. Butch On Sports is a presentation of Oh My Darling Productions. Check me on out on Facebook, of course, as always. Go to Butch On Sports Facebook page. Check it out. Podomatic, SIMPLYBUTCHTOO.podomatic.com. Got Nations The Game Show. .popbean.com. Another place you can get the sensational podcast with all the good news and stuff on there. You can also check me out on iTunes, of course. That's another place you can get this particular podcast here. I hope everyone has a great, great weekend. Go Lions if they can. If not, we'll probably be talking about them like a dog if they look crappy. If not, we'll say something good about them. And, hey, congratulations to Henrik Zetterberg now. He ain't got to go through no more pain with Detroit Red Wings. He's retired. Hey, have a good weekend, everybody.